All right, hello once again. Is your boy Gomi. We are continuing our coverage of UFC 283. And now we're going to be going to the featured bout and my most anticipated bout on this card. We're going to be looking at the fight of Gilbert Burns versus Neil Magny, the true BMFs of the welterweight division. The only people who don't wait at welterweight. Gilbert Burns is a tough SOB. He does not give a damn about rankings. Just said, I just want to fight. I just want to fight. Neil Magny, a same thing. He seeks out the fights nobody wants. Everybody was ducking Shavkat Rakhmonov. He took him. Everybody was ducking Gilbert Burns. He took him. And he honestly got rewarded by it by getting a high-ranked opponent now. Because I don't know why people are skipping Burns. Like, everyone wants to get that shot at Edwards or Usman. Everyone wants that. Everyone wants that. You know the best way to get that? The best way to get that is to beat Gilbert Burns. Because otherwise, Hamzat's got that locked. He kind of does. Because he beat Gilbert Burns and it was an amazing fight. A fight of the year contender. Regardless. Getting into it. The tail of tape. Gilbert Burns going to be 36 years of age. 20 wins, 5 losses. 6 KOs, 8 submissions, 5'10" in terms of height, fighting out of the orthodox stance. He's also going to have a 71-inch reach disadvantage, 2.00 takedown average, 56.66 significant strike accuracy, a negative 450 favorite. Damn, no respect to Magny. Significant wins over Wonderboy, Tyron Woodley, Damian Maia, and Gunnar Nelson. Neil Magny is going to be 35 years of age. I'm surprised he's younger. I really am. I remember Neil Magny fighting way more back when than Gilbert Burns. I mean, he surpassed GSP for most wins at welterweight. He's 35 years of age, 27 wins, 10 losses, 7 knockouts, 4 submissions, 6'3" in terms of height. Orthodox stance, 80-inch reach advantage. Damn, he's a long, lengthy fighter. I already knew that, but seeing it, like, I wrote this graphic too, but dang. So he's gonna have a takedown average of 2.43, a 58.24% significant strike accuracy, plus 350 underdog. Significant wins over Daniel Rodriguez, Max Griffin, Jeff Neal, and Robbie Lawler. Now, getting into it. Gilbert Burns. Excellent jiu-jitsu. Better jiu-jitsu than Neil Magny. Honestly, he could do exactly what Shavkat did to him, except Gilbert Burns does not have... I don't want to say he has bad striking. I really don't. He's actually a pretty good striker. He has a lot of power to him. He has a very powerful overhand right that hurts a lot of people, and he's got some really strong kicks. But he doesn't have very good significant strike defense in one particular aspect. One thing where his significant strike defense is not good, that's going to be as a susceptible to jabs. He has issues with jabs. His jiu-jitsu game is really good, so even if he does get dropped, he has really good defense in throwing up triangles. He's very active off his back, and that's not something you really need to worry about. Honestly, that's what stopped Hamzat Chimaev from dominating him, because even Hamzat said once he got him on the ground, people are like, why didn't you ground and pound? Why didn't you smash? It's because Hamzat said he did not like his jiu-jitsu game. Just seconds into their brief exchange where Hamzat's on top, he did not feel comfortable fighting in Gilbert Burns' guard, which says a lot for a monster like Hamzat Chimaev, because Gilbert Burns is also a monster. He has enough power to be able to drop Hamzat Chimaev, enough power to be able to drop Kamaru Usman as well too. He could absolutely drop Magny, and then he could take him down, submit him. I don't think he'll be able to take him down. Magny has really good takedown defense, honestly. Okay, maybe not as good as I thought it was at 58%. But I don't see Magny getting taken down. I see more so him getting knocked down and then Burns pouncing. But harking back to the issue Burns has and the key avenue for Neil Magny. Neil Magny has a good jab. He has a very good jab, coupled with the fact with his insane reach. Gilbert Burns has been dropped by jabs multiple times. In his last fight against Hamza Chimaev, who's not even really a switch stance fighter, swapped to southpaw so he'd have a stronger southpaw jab with his right hand and was able to drop Burns. Same thing for Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman is a switch stance fighter, swapped to southpaw, hit him with his dominant hand with a jab, dropped him each time. I don't know, it's like he doesn't see it coming, or he's really susceptible to that due to the extension maybe. Wherever the case is, Neil Magny has a good jab. He's got good reach. He's not very good switch stance though. He stays orthodox, so he may not have as much power with his left hand to be able to drop Burns with that jab, but he's gonna be able to pepper him. Neil Magny is a very basic fighter, and he has a very basic skill set that doesn't really stand out, but he's very effective at it. It's very good. Such examples as how he's able to dominate Robbie Lawler. A lot of it's on ground strikes, but a lot of it was also just due to the fact that he just out-jabbed him. He used a lot of teep kicks. He used a lot of elbows as well, too. His clinch game is very underrated. I actually really like Neil Magny's clinch game because he actually has a good amount of clinch strikes. Elbows for days because he uses his longer frame to get them in a tie plump, and he just honestly just drains hell upon them. Gilbert Burns, he's got some solid clinch strikes, but not really elbows. It's really, he'll just hold your hand down and he'll like unleash a flurry of uppercuts. A lot of those that you just saw on UFC's site was actually from his fight against Hamza Chimaev, where he just kind of held his hand down and rabbit punched him. I think the power advantage is going to be too much for Neil Magny. I'm going to lean more towards Burns, just power difference and also his submission game. I think it's going to be a good fight. This, I think, is going to be the most banger fight, and I think Neil Magny and Gilbert Burns both are going to want to please the fans. I've forgiven Burns for his boring fight against Wonder Boy where he just held him down because he's proven he wants to fight, and he had a badass fight against Hamza Chimaev. Neil Magny, he's just fun to watch too. He's not anything super crazy, but he does like to brawl and throw down. I think his teep kicks will be an advantage. I think his range is going to be an advantage, but I think the second in Gilbert gets close, Dorino is going to put it to him. Overall, solid fight. Definitely my most anticipated fight. I feel it might be the banger of the night. And let me know what you think will be the banger of the night. And stay tuned for more coverage UFC 283. This has been your boy Gomi. Bye-bye.